everyone. Before we begin, we have two special guests that are going to help us sing the national anthem this morning. Please give a round of applause to Natalie Zelinsky and Lila Chanoff. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please give another round of applause to our two wonderful guests. That was beautiful. I'm Sam Pat. I'm the assistant principal here at the Kennedy, and we want to welcome you all to the Kennedy's 8th grade Moving On ceremony. We'd like to thank all of you, families, friends, and loved ones that can be with us here today to celebrate our 8th grade students. Middle school is a period of transition and growth, and these students have grown to be wonderful, strong, independent young people who challenge ideas and stand up for what they believe in. This is in large part due to the guidance of those here today and the teachers beside the podium. We are proud to have them represent the Kennedy as they transition to high school and carry on the Tiger legacy, demonstrating teamwork, integrity, growth mindset, empathy, and respect. I look forward to hearing about the amazing experiences and adventures you all have. And with that, I'd like to introduce our principal, Steve Marshall.
Good morning, everybody. We're going to start with our class reflections. So the first person we have coming up is Romana Price-Dredge.
Hi, I'm Romana. I use she, her pronouns. I'm an 8th grader at the Kennedy, as you can probably tell by the fact that I'm giving a speech, although I won't be an 8th grader for much longer. I've been going to the schools for 9 years, since kindergarten, and most of my time here has been pretty enjoyable. I have so many memories here. I remember one time in 2nd grade, I was using scissors in the cafeteria, and Mr. Hurry, who was the principal at the time, came and took them because I apparently wasn't supposed to be using them during lunch. He never did give them back, but it became sort of an inside joke between us. Every time I saw him, I would ask about them. Another time, after we were at Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in class, the 2 2nd grade teachers threw a chocolate party for us with a chocolate fountain and everything. It was spectacular. And just this February, we had Unplugged Arcade, which was really fun too. As some of you may remember, in March of 2020, something else happened. But it's probably not what you're thinking of. Everyone here is probably thinking, oh, she's talking about the COVID-19 pandemic. But nope, I got the flu. Or maybe it was COVID. Anyways, I had the flu when schools were shut down. For me, it meant I had to miss less school, which was great. They told us, you'll be back in a week. And then only another month. By that time, I no longer had the flu, thankfully, and we were doing 4th grade over Zoom. After a month, it was, oh, just the rest of the school year. We'll be back in person when you enter 5th grade. Well, I hate to say it, but they were wrong. We didn't start going back to real school until halfway through 5th grade. And even then, we were in cohorts. I still remember I was in cohort B. We had to bring towels with us to school every day and eat snack and lunch outside, on the front lot and on the concrete by the main entrance. Those plastic-wrapped school lunches were not ideal. Lunches aside, I'd like to say thank you to our 4th and 5th grade teachers for being so patient and understanding with us. Those marshmallow catapults were really fun. And also the rest of the teachers and staff, because even though you weren't our teacher during those trying times, you were probably someone's. So thank you. Additionally, I want to thank all of my friends, teachers, peers, and the administrative staff, along with my family, for being there for me every step of the way to this moment. I've made so many friends, and I'll always cherish all the good memories I made at this school. I hope all of my classmates will too, as we enter high school and approach the rest of our lives. We have faced so many challenges, failing again and again until we finally reach the summit. As Colin Powell once said, there are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. We prepared ourselves for this very moment, and now we are here. We worked hard, and, to prove Powell right, succeeded. It is Similarly, Malala Yousafzai once said, "Let us make our future now, and let us make our dreams tomorrow's reality." This quote rings true with our graduating class. As we step into a new sector of our lives and find ourselves in a new environment with many new people, I hope we will all think fondly of our time here and all the friends and memories we made. As we change and grow into who we will become, I would like to remind us all that this is not the end. It is the beginning. Thank you.
And next we have Maggie Breton.
Hi, my name is Maggie Breton, and I've been at the Kennedy since kindergarten. When I was younger, it was often discussed but rarely understood the dreams of always wanting to grow up and be a teenager. Now I'm a teenager leaving one of the most familiar places I have known, and feel like I just want to be young yet again. So it went by so fast. I recently really just let it sink in that I'm leaving this school, and then I'll be leaving the next school, and then eventually my parents' home not too far down the road. Change is a big fear of mine, especially now that I'm getting older. But I'm not going through this change alone, neither are you all. There are many people who will support each other here and through the rest of growing, and for that we can be grateful. So many fond memories have been made here since kindergarten. I remember my big buddies that I had in kindergarten, and I had the role of the older kids this year. It was really interesting to get to know from both perspectives. I remember the school dances and the carnival that made so many people happy just to be kids and have fun. I remember all the lessons, not just on a whiteboard, but mental ones too, that were learned here and going to help many of us be ready to move on. I want to take a moment to thank my families for being so supportive and understanding and encouraging. I'm proud of them, and I know they are of me. I know that I have my brother going through a change just like me. He's going into kindergarten, and he will tell me great stories, and I will do the same. I want to thank my friends who have supported me through thick and thin, and let me talk about anything I needed until I was over it. The ones who I've cried and laughed with, and now I'm leaving with. My 4th grade teacher, Miss Hanley, has a great impact on my life. She's been a great mentor and a safe space for me to always know that is there and supports me. She took our grade through COVID and made us our own book about it. She's an amazing mentor and cares so much about the community at her school. Finally, I want to emphasize my appreciation to the school and the staff for growing up with me too. Just know, if we don't change, we don't grow. And if we don't grow, we aren't really living. Thank you.
And now we have Marco Membreno Gomez.
Hello, my name is Marco Membreno Gomez. I have been at the Kennedy for 3 years now. I'm in 8th grade. But before I came to the Kennedy, I went to the Brown School, Benjamin G. Brown School. My years here were wonderful, and I would never replace them for anything. Every student there was wonderful and so kind, and every teacher before I came here. At the Kennedy, I was quiet. I was just a student. I was just that guy named Marco in the class. I was what society expected me to be, like just an average kid. I was just there. When I came to the Kennedy, at first none of that changed. I was still just a kid. I was still just that kid named Marco, silent and a ghost. I was getting all right grades. I didn't have a lot of friends because they all went to the West. But slowly through 6th grade, that all changed. Every time I was drawing in that corner, talking to any people, I made a friend. I was free. I was becoming Marco. I was being me. It was so freeing at the Kennedy, and I would like to thank everybody here for being so kind to me. Bye.
Good job, good job.
Good morning, graduates, family and friends, and the Kennedy community. Those of you who don't know me, I'm Kelly Neville. I am the resource room teacher for the middle school team. So I'm proud to present the Student Services of Perseverance Award to 2 8th graders who have demonstrated perseverance. Both students have been volunteering at least once a week in a younger life skills classroom. Volunteering in a special education classroom full of 5- and 6-year-olds is not for the faint of heart. These 2 8th graders have shined throughout this experience and have persevered given the challenges they have been facing working with the special needs students. This experience has made both students realize they have an innate talent when it comes working with younger students and possibly a future in early childhood education. It's the experience we're given in life that shed light on our true identity, and these 2 8th graders have shown they have the most beautiful, patient, thoughtful, and compassionate hearts. They lovingly supported the special needs class during lessons, field trips, playtime, volunteered to take the students on countless walks throughout the Kennedy School hallways, and offered hugs when the inevitable big feelings popped up amongst the students. Their devoted service to this younger life skills class is something they should be recognized and applauded for as going above and beyond the typical middle school day. It's my pleasure to present the Student Services Perseverance Award to Aaliyah Lyden Campagna and Brianna McCormick.
Congratulations, ladies, well deserved. Just real quick before I do the awards for outstanding student, just so you know, when the students, they're not feeling it, and sometimes they, whining about like, why do we have to do this? Why do we have to do that? I try to explain to them, what goes on here. Not only do we, watch, we babysit 500 children here every day. What have I seen you do in the last 2 years? And some of you for 9 years. Some of you I met in Buddies 9 years ago. Hi, Juliet and Tesla and some other people that I've, known for a long time now. I've watched you, make music, on your own and in music class and do art, agree, disagree, It was last year it was people from the 8th grade class now, but it was last year, and it was one of my 7th grade classes, but it was people in the audience here. They were having some political disagreement about some ideology or whatever. It's not important, and I was just listening in, but at some point I had to stop it because of, I had to do science. But I went over to them and I said, if the world leaders could have a civil discourse half as good as you guys, the world would be a much better place. You engineered things, you designed, you built, you contemplate, you explored, you learned mathematics, history, you questioned the world around you. Acts of kindness that I, just random acts of kindness that I see you guys do. Sing and dance, the list goes on. So it's been a real pleasure to watch you do all those things and be a small part of it. Thank you. All right, this This first award goes to a student that is a real Renaissance man. Lover of the arts and theater, member of the high school drama club, very active member. The other teachers describe this student as independent, self-motivated, reliable, detail-orientated, helpful, and just all around a nice kid. I know the student worked extremely hard in all their classes, especially in Spanish, where they attained their fluency certificate, and I know there's a different name for it, sorry, Ms. Seliker. You know, when I congratulated them on this, you know, they assured me they weren't fluent in Spanish, so we should probably add honest, you know, and modest and humble to the list as well. You know, I describe the student as just mature and patient and very thoughtful. You know, and lastly, the student has a great sense of humor. He brightens the hearts of those around him. So thank you for always being the light in a sometimes darkened room. It's my honor to present this Outstanding Student Award to William Mattoon. I not only had the pleasure of teaching the student in science class, but I saw the student every morning and afternoon in homeroom. You know, they're described as respectful, hardworking, self-motivated, independent. They're an incredible writer. In science class, present, engaged, asking thoughtful questions, working hard to comprehend, you know, scientific phenomena. As for the homeroom thing, admin might have to cut the student a check because this student single-handedly managed my homeroom. I'm going to let this student's attorney work that out with admin. You know, more importantly, what I saw in the student in homeroom and throughout the school was a patient friend who was always there to listen to a friend, help a friend, and help anyone in need, really. A word that came to my mind was grace. And then I started thinking, what does grace even mean? So I looked it up in an actual dictionary. My students know the one. Grace is defined as simple elegance or refinement of movement, courteous goodwill, an attractively polite manner of behaving. And I said, yep, that's perfect. So it is my honor to present this Outstanding Student Award to Freya Balsama.
All right, 8th graders, here we go. On our last Monday check-in, I shared with you one of our favorite memories of class, which was the memory of seeing each and every one of you at some point during the year going over to the answer key, seeing you that you got a really challenging problem correct, and giving yourself that like fist pump of excitement. I wanted to take this moment to share another one of my favorite memories. And it isn't an individual memory of an individual student. I have plenty of those. But this is just another joint memory that I could remember for each and every one of you. And this is a memory of each and every one of you at some point getting or receiving help from one another. It's the memory of you being supportive to one another. It's the moment when you are working and you realize that you're stuck. And it's not easy to ask for help. It could be scary to ask for help. But you know the people around you are going to help you. It's the moment when someone asks you for help, and I see you questioning yourself and being like, I'm not sure if I know this well enough to help them. And then you remember, you know what I know. You know what your family knows. That you got this, and you help that friend. You help that classmate. And it's the moment after that when I see you and your classmate give each other that high five, that you got this together. Ooh.
Good high five.
Yeah, that's the best. It's those moments of helping each other out, of rising together, that I will cherish. I am immensely, immensely proud of you. And class of 2024, I would like you to give yourself a round of applause. The Pride in Service Awards are awarded to students who not only work to develop themselves as scholars, but also work to develop the entire Kennedy community. These students exemplify rising together. The first student not only exhibited scholarship in all of her classes, but helped the Somerville community by working as a youth ice skating coach and has been an integral member of the middle school theater program in Somerville. The first Pride in Service Award is awarded to Natalie Zaleski. This second student has pushed herself throughout her middle school career and in the process has helped many of her classmates by her model citizenship. She is well respected among her peers and is kind and caring. She has been an excellent big buddy to kindergartners and a great teammate as a member of varsity softball. The second Pride in Service Award is awarded to Laura Van Sleeve. And now Ms. Smith for the ELA Awards.
I just want to say one thing before you go. Just so you know, their names are put on plaques that Miss Patton's going to hold up, and they'll be immortalized forever.
Awesome. All right, good morning, everyone. Today I have the honor to bestow the ELA Award to two 8th graders who have demonstrated dedication and passion for the English language arts throughout their 8th grade year. To this year's recipients of the ELA Award, your determination to grow as readers, writers, thinkers, and to continually go above and beyond expectations have set you apart as examples of excellence in our school community. I hope that as you move forward from this momentous occasion, you continue to embrace the power of words. I hope that you use your voice to inspire, to advocate, and to affect positive change in the world around you. As Anne Frank, one of the most resonant and important authors we studied this year, once wrote, "How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world." I hope as you advance into your high school studies and beyond, you keep this message close to your heart. It is my privilege to present this year's first English Language Arts Award to a student who not only pursued nearly every extension opportunity, whether it was for a Socratic seminar or a formal analysis essay, but also took it upon themselves to help others achieve success and feel confident in English language arts in ways both big and small. Congratulations, Annabelle Schneider. The second ELA award is awarded to a student whose growth mindset led to tremendous gains in both their English language arts skills and their confidence in themselves as an amazing reader, writer, thinker. Every day, they brought a positive attitude that was inspiring to their classmates and to their teacher. I am proud to congratulate our second English Language Arts Award recipient, Lila Chinoff.
All right, we got some math awards here. During 8th grade, students had the opportunity to tackle many challenging topics to prepare for high school math. The first math award is awarded to a student that has inspired me with her determination, passion, positivity, and kindness. She has completed pretty much every extension question that I posed this year and pushes me to think about new ways to challenge her and all students. The first math award is awarded to Maggie Cotter. The second math award is awarded to a student who also really, really loves math. I recall the student coming up to me as a sixth grader and telling me about how excited she was for the next 2 years and for all the math we would get to do together. This student's passion for math extends well beyond the class, and she often tells me about the additional math topics she has explored at home. This student also provided me with the best recommendations last year as I was preparing for my family's first trip to Storyland. The second math award is awarded to Romana Price Gray.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Anaya Benson. I am the social studies teacher. For the first student, throughout the year, I have always appreciated this student's kindness. Every morning, they greeted me with a warm smile and soft hello. In class, the student always took the opportunity to call out injustice, whether locally or globally, and the student showed the power behind advocating for and being in community with people who share your values. To this student, I want to say thank you for showing up and continue taking risks. Congratulations, Haneen. Okay, and for the second student, when thinking about the values we have as students of the world, it is necessary to remain empathetic to others. Throughout each community discussion, written reflection, and thoughtful presentation, this student reminded others about the importance and impact having empathy has on striving for civic change within communities. This student's passion and commitment towards being an influential change maker remains powerful, and I thank this student for remaining authentic and showing grace. Congratulations, Samar.
Okay, hello again. Science award time. Here's an example of all teachers, the teaching process. You give the students a text, and there will be some questions at the end. And surprise, surprise, write to the questions, then start fishing through the text for the answers. And as much as we try to explain to them, like, we don't need the answers. We already know them. The answers are just as a way to hold you accountable for. What we really want you to do is read the text, learn something from it, and think about maybe the things that you read about, and contemplate some of the ideas in it. But this student reads the text, and that's huge. The student came to school to learn, participate, meet academic challenges, and despite maybe some opposing views, it didn't get in the way of them being, a great athlete, being popular with the in crowd. It didn't diminish their social status in any way. Sometimes when the students aren't in the mood, I explain to them, like, look, if you could get up and leave, I'd say go for it. But you can't. You're mandated to be in that chair by federal law. So since that's the case, you might as well make the most of it. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what the student did. The student made the most of their time here, and it was a pleasure to watch. It's with great pleasure that I give this science award to Donovan O'Brien. Okay. Again, when opportunity knocks, do yourself a favor and answer the door. And that's what this student did as well. I'm extremely grateful to have worked with this student the past 2 years. What I saw from a teaching perspective is what it's all about. I saw a hesitant young lady who probably didn't give a second thought to most scientific phenomena. And I'm guessing that science isn't her favorite subject, which, as my students know, that hurts my feelings. But I watched as they slowly and cautiously waded into the water, so to speak. They persevered. They worked hard. often coming after school for clarification on things that we talked about in class, or getting help with some assignments. You know, a student coming by after school to voluntarily get home help with an assignment, again, is a huge win for the student and for the teacher. And I've also caught this student sharing that understanding, you know, that they worked so hard to get, you know, with their peers, who were still tiptoeing into the, you know, those waters that I mentioned. And that's what it's all about. So I want to thank this student for their courage and perseverance. It's my pleasure to present the Science Award to Janelle Erraza.
Buenos días, mis niños. Buenos días, parents and staff of the Kennedy community. I would like to start with an excerpt from the book, The Perpetual Calendar of Inspiration, by the Russian-American author Vera Nazarian. Once upon a time, there were two countries at war with each other. In order to make peace after many years of conflict, they decided to build a bridge across the ocean. But because they never learned each other's language properly, they could never agree on the details. So the two halves of the bridge they started to build never met. To this day, the bridge extends far into the ocean from both sides and simply ends halfway, miles in the wrong direction from the meeting point. So, in times like this, learning multiple languages will be the key to understanding others. Therefore, I will always encourage you to keep learning new languages and expand your world through it. During these past 2 years, this class started or continued in some cases to learn Spanish. This has been a process that gained me some canas verdes, or green hair, like we say in Spanish, and also helped me gain a whirlwind of knowledge, since each one of you became my own teacher. And for that I want to say, gracias, mis niños. For the first Spanish award, I would like to honor a student that during these past 2 years has taken the opportunity to better his Spanish and also work on his identity as a Hispanic. He displayed his Puerto Rican heritage with a lot of pride while immersing himself into the language. He worked very hard when accepted the invitation to work at the intermediate level. I am very happy to award Marco Membreno Gomez. For the second Spanish award, I decided to award a student that through effort grew her Spanish proficiency immensely. She was eager to learn and practice beyond the classroom walls. During her X blocks, she would come to my room to speak solely in Spanish. I think deep inside, she understood the message that I have always tried to instill in my students, best explained in a Czech proverb: you live a new life for every new language you speak. The award goes to Eva Me.
I am Chelsea Van Tassel. I am the art teacher proudly here at the Kennedy. And thank you. I stand before you today and I am filled with a true mix of emotions: pride, excitement, touch of bittersweetness. And for the past 2 years, it has been my privilege to be your art teacher, to witness your growth, your creativity, and your determination. Today, as we gather to celebrate your graduation or your moving on, I am filled with pride of all that you have accomplished. Throughout your time here, you've tackled countless assignments, practiced various techniques, and created amazing works of art. But beyond the projects and the grades and the deadlines, I hope you remember the deeper lessons that art has taught you. I hope you remember the value of art not just as a subject, but as a way of seeing the world, a way of expressing yourself, understanding others, and grappling with the true complexities of existence. I hope you take with you the power of yet. I can't do this yet. I don't know how to do this yet. The idea that with perseverance and hard work, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. You've learned that making mistakes is not only okay, but essential for your growth. You've embraced the beauty of imperfection and the joy of experimentation. You've sung songs, shared laughs, and created countless memories that I hope you carry with you for years to come, as I will. But most importantly, I hope you take art with you wherever you go, not just as artists, but as human beings with a unique capacity for creativity, empathy, and resilience. Whether you pursue a career in arts or not, the lessons you've learned in our classroom will serve you well in whatever path you choose. You are all capable of creative problem solving, of seeing the world through different perspectives, and making a positive impact on those around you. As you embark on this new chapter of your lives, remember how much you've grown, how many beautiful messes you've made, and how far you've come since the first day of 8th grade, 5th grade, kindergarten, and so on. I am immensely proud of each and every one of you, and I have no doubt that you will all go on to do amazing things. When I think of creative perseverance, problem solving, empathy, and beautiful messes becoming masterpieces, I think of truly so many of you here today. But 2 students really showed me the power of creativity, and that first student is Nola Cabral. And that next student is Enzo Caloria. So as I bid you farewell to middle school and set your sights on the high school, the future, carry the lessons of art with you always, embrace your creativity, cherish your experiences, and as I end every single class, have a great week. I love you all. Make good choices.
Hello. I'm Mr. Oskin. I'm the library media specialist here at the Kennedy. And when we think about books and stories and technology, it's a challenge for us as humans to not get engrossed, not get sucked in, and lose sight of humanity and all the great humans around us. That's why it's my pleasure to acknowledge 2 friendly and thoughtful kids. From day 1 in 6th grade, this student always had a positive attitude and patience with everyone around them, me included. An avid reader for the 3 years that I worked with them, which I imagine was positively inspired by all those wonderful humans around them before they met me. I hope this person does their best to hold on to this wonderful positivity, consideration of others, and love of books. Satan Karpoche, you are a great human. Come on and get a book. For this next student, I found out that they had a live active YouTube page actively by the time they were in 3rd grade. And as a student of the media arts, they keep their pulse on the most recent technology and continue to grow their media literacy both in and outside the classroom. Over the past 3 years, they shared resources with me that I didn't know about at the time, and those resources have gone on to benefit others when I share them with students. In addition to their media savvy, this student also shared their interest in books, which again affected others in our community library positively when they were added to the collection. I hope that when he makes a big impact on the world, he continues to affect others in his communities positively. Thank you, Jack Matsuzaki, for sharing your library media skills with us.
Hello, my name is Kathy Ward, and I am the music teacher at the Kennedy School. One of the best parts of being a music teacher is that I get to see how students grow over a number of years. It has really been amazing to watch this group grow. Some of them who started at the Kennedy from 3rd grade, and the ones who start at the Brown I've been able to watch since kindergarten. They have all accomplished so much, and they should be really proud of themselves. My first award today goes to a student who is mature and responsible. This student works hard at their instrument and has made so much progress over the last few years. And they have also represented the Kennedy School in the All-City Band. Without showing off or drawing a lot of attention to themselves, this student is a leader in their ensemble, and they help motivate other students to play music at a high level. I am pleased to present this award to Joey Zuka. My next award goes to a student who always comes to class ready to sing and has been a leader in our alto and baritone sections, helping other students to hold their part. This student has a positive attitude and a strong work ethic, and he has represented the Kennedy School in All-City Chorus. It has really been a joy to watch this student grow into such a strong musician and such a wonderful person over the last 9 years. I am pleased to present this award to Jet Guzman-Litton.
I am Steve Walker. I'm the phys ed teacher. You've been sitting here for a while, so I'll try to keep this short and sweet. Some of you have been with us since kindergarten, or maybe just joining us for middle school, but I hope you had fun in phys ed, and I hope you learned something useful along the way, whether it was good sportsmanship, great friendship, or that Nico will never know how many runners are on second base in math ball. You also survived 5th grade on Zoom with me during the COVID lockdown. And most of you got to meet my cat Orange Juice because he just knew when we were on Zoom and would just sit in front of the laptop. We were doing jumping jacks in our living room or doing Survivor runs version 47. Now there's dinosaurs for some reason. It was a lot of fun. We did so many weird workouts that the lady below me moved out. And it was hard to move during a lockdown, and she moved out. So that was fun. My first Phys Ed Book Award goes to one of the most competitive and fearless athletes I've ever had the privilege of teaching. Her tenacious hustle and competitive nature make her a force to be reckoned with, regardless of the sport. This award goes to Emily Joggin. And the second book award goes to one of probably the funniest kids I've ever taught. This kid has more matching jersey hat combos than the TD Garden gift shop. Cash also believes he's never gotten out in the game of mat ball, and that every technical foul a referee has ever given him was totally undeserved. This book award goes to the one and the only Cash Hardy.
For the first time, the Somerville World Language Department is awarding students with the Biliteracy Pathway Certificates designed to celebrate the linguistic diversity of students and encourage long-term language learning. The hope is that these biliteracy awards will motivate students to continue learning languages and qualify for the Massachusetts Seal of Biliteracy, which recognizes students who have studied and attained proficiency in 2 or more languages by high school graduation. I'm going to give the certificate, so when I mention your name, please come to the front and get your certificate. The following students earn a certificate of biliteracy for Spanish: Hatcher Bentley, Lila Shanoff, Dylan Chincholi, Nora Gamache, Jet Guzman-Lin, Will Kerrigan, Juliana Mason, Hazel Melus, Donovan O'Brien, Romana Price Dredge, Emma Small, Gabriel Sloss, Ari Soltisia, Margaret Taylor, Laura Van Sleep, Michaela Wright, Natalie Zielinski, Freya Balsama, Marguerite Cotter, Janelli Erazo, Natalie Holzer. There are plenty. I know, I'm sorry. Lo siento. Emily Joaquin, Marco Membrana Gomez, Annabelle Schneider, John Barelas, Leila Grace, and Wilma Toon. I haven't finished. There's more in other languages. The following student earned a certificate of biliteracy for Japanese. Jack Masusaki. This student earned a certificate of biliteracy for Haitian Creole. Jodensi Felix. The following student earned a certificate of biliteracy for French. Leila Grace. And last but not least, the two following students earned a certificate of biliteracy for Portuguese. John Barelas and Milena Fernandez. Congratulations, everyone, and keep learning new languages.
All right, here we go. So, 2024. When I think of the class of 2024, I think about what I was like when I was an 8th grader many years before. We had no cell phones that seemed surgically attached to our hands. We listened to music that included big-haired rock and roll bands. We delivered newspapers going door to door, and we had a 5-second rule when food fell to the floor. Alas, those were the days. But here we are now, and you are moving on. So much has happened this year, from classes and projects to teachers' pedagogics. Look that up later. Some felt so comfortable taking a chance to calling me a screenager, as I killed 3 hours looking at my phone at The Last Dance. You are actually done. Petitions for indoor recess, taking your cell phones to Canopy, this was technically a one and only. To iReady in your progress will soon be a thing of the past. You still will have MCAS, at least for right now, but know that you are ready to take anything head on, following the rules of high school, sometimes pushing the limits of what they will allow. I have to say, I've loved your individuality, even when you thought I was a curmudgeon. Look that up later. But you all have hung in to broaden your personality, perspective, and identity. I want you to know that I truly care for each and every one of you. I think that is important to say. I have known some of you longer, but you are all part of a community that only becomes stronger when you learn from each other, care for each other, show off your skills, have lots of compassion, keep reading, keep learning, keep laughing, keep being you. Remember, those around you clearly and dearly want your success. The skills and the curiosity, the things that you possess, will guide you on to new adventures you will embark on. You are no longer in a diaper. Only thing I found that kind of rhymes with tiger. So once a Kennedy Tiger, always a Kennedy Tiger. Be careful, be mindful, show teamwork, integrity, have a growth mindset, have empathy, and show respect for yourself and others. Congratulations. And now we're going to pass out your certificates. John Bareas. Freya Balsama. This will take Logan Beaton. Samab Venkayet. Hatcher Bernie. Maggie Breton. Nola Cabral.
Here, I'll do it from here. Watch this. Here. All right. Hold on, wait. technical. All right. Enzo Calorio. Lila Chanoff. Dylan Chincholi. Maggie Cotter. Hugh Cunningham Spear. Jack DePougeot. Janelli Erazo. All right.
Juliet Faria. Jodancy Felix. Melena Fernandez. Nora Gamache. Alteo Gerazi. Jet Guzman Lin. Cash Hardy.
Yes, Jack. Yes, the chain now. Okay. Brennan Hardy. Natalie Holzer. Patrick Howe. Emily Joggin. Ziad Karmusi. Saten Karpoche. William Kerrigan.
Abdul Kalam.
Congrats, Abdul.
Nassim Kabali. Layla Craves. Aaliyah Leiden Campagna. Nico Makawatwinski. Hanid Magzoub. Julie Mason.
Okay, Jack Matuzaki. Oops. William Mattoon. Tesla Maui. Brianna McCormick. Eva Mead. Hazel Melhus. Marco Membreno Gomez.
Jonathan Merrill. Donovan O'Brien. Shanalise Ortiz. Romana Price Dredge. Emma Schmall. Annabelle Schneider. Mac Shagru.
Okay. Gabriel Sloss. Ari Soltesiak. Maggie Taylor. Michael Teves. Laura Van Sleet. Michaela Wright. And Natalie Zielinski.
Well, that concludes our moving on ceremony for this year, 2024. Thank you all for coming out. We appreciate it. You are free to go.
Yeah, yearbooks!
Don't forget to get your yearbooks over at the table, okay?